guys, here's another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another study video, and this is a study video on volume. So say volume of a cube, cuboid, etc. So today I'm going to be telling you about the volume of a cube. Let's get started. Okay, so to make this a little easier to understand, a little more fun, I'm going to be making my own cubes out of paper, and you can follow along at home. So first we're going to be drawing our cube net. I'll show you what that is in just a second. Yeah, so this here is a cube net. So that when you fold it up, it becomes into a cube. You actually only need 6 squares to make a cube, though since I made it on the edge, I couldn't make this one of the cubes here, so I had to make 3 on this side, so one will be overlapping. So we're going to be cutting this out, and I'll show you how to make the cube. Then I'm going to make another cube net in front of you. Got some scissors here, nice orange. So I measured all of them perfectly. They're all 3 centimeter cubes. So we're just going to cut these out and fold them up into the cube. And for this, you'll need scissors and glue for the folding, like the sticking part, and for the cutting part. Okay, so as you can see, I've cut it out. Now all we have to do is fold them on their lines, just like this. So that's easier to, like bend them when we're actually going to be sticking them. It's okay if your measurements aren't that accurate, though it's best that you just don't eyeball it if you want to actually put the right measurements. So now we've got this all folded up. Then as you can see, when we put this together, it forms into a cube. I'm just going to glue these together, and then we're going to move on to the next cube net, and then slowly to the how to measure the volume and all. Okay guys, so after you're done, you get a nice cube. Now I'm going to make another one which is slightly bigger, and I'm going to be showing you how exactly to draw it, cut it out, and I'm going to, instead of making it normal like this, I'm going to make some extra flaps so that it's easier to stick. I'll show you that. So as you can see, this is where I cut out my cube, and I'm going to draw another one. So technically all you have to do is take your ruler, measure the amount like a normal cube. So say this time I'm going to do, instead of 3 centimeters, I'm going to be doing 4 centimeters. And if you want to make a rectangle, all you have to do is make two of your squares rectangles. As you know, as a 3D rectangle has 2 squares, 4 rectangles. 2 squares, 4 rectangles. So you just have to make 4 of them. We got 6 squares. So all you have to do is 4 out of the 6 squares have to be rectangles, and 2 gotta be squares if you're making a rectangle. So as you see, I've started to make the cube net. So over here, I'm going to make another line to make one more cube here. Another line to make a cube here. Okay. These are going to be 2 cubes. I'm going to separate them. This here is going to be the main cube, which is going to be like the bottom cube, which everything is going to fold on. And then we'll have 2 more cubes here for the front and the top. That's completed. So as you can see, I've completed the cube net right here. All of the cubes are 4 centimeters. Now what I'm going to do is going to make the flaps, and I'll just show you how I'm going to make the flaps. So this is how the flaps should be. As you can see, this little, it's kind of like the bottom of the triangle. You just cut off the top point that goes like this. So you have to make that, and I'm going to just show you the other places you have to make these flaps. These will help you stick it. Like this one I had to stick with tape because there were no flaps. This one I can stick with glue because there are flaps. It'll be a little more neater. Alright, so you have to make the flaps in these 3 places, but it depends on how you're arranging your cubes. Like, it's slightly different arranged, like here. Here I made an extra cube since there was no space here. You can make it any way you want, but it has to have 6 cubes minimum. And it should be in a way that if you fold it up, it turns into a cube. If you don't want to put too much logic in that, just go with this shape. You can just pause the video and take a screenshot right here. Flaps are gonna be here. Now we're going to cut it out. Okay, so you can see I cut it out. We've got our flaps here. Now I'm going to fold this again like I did before. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have cut it out. I folded all of these little flaps and all of this, and now I'm going to be putting it together. Okay, so how we're going to put it together, we're going to use some glue. You can use a glue stick or liquid glue. I'm using a glue stick. So first what you have to do is figure out which one is going to be your base square. As I said, this one's this one's going to be my base square. So we're going to keep this on. We're going to make sure that we're going to fold everything with this as the bottom. So, see over here, this flap here, this we'll glue down here. Okay, now let's glue it. And do the same with the other side. We'll glue it like this. If you can see these 2 flaps, they both will be glued like this. Okay? Okay, so after you connected these flaps, now we're going to connect this flap like this. As you can see, I've made my cubes and got our other mini one. So this is a 4 centimeter height, length, and width cube, and this is a 3 centimeter height, length, and width cube. Now I'm going to be telling you how to take out their volume. So let's get started on that. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I've stuck this cube on this piece of paper, and you can see it says height 4 centimeter, width 4 centimeter. Can you see? Yeah, 4 centimeter, and then breadth 4 centimeter. So how will we find out the volume? Well, the volume is, so I keep a little set of Post-its which has some math formulas on it to remember the formula. So can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see this? So I've got 2 Post-its till now. The green Post-it, if you were able to read it, said the formula for a cube. So I'm just going to tell it to you. The formula of a cube, or the formula of to find out the volume of a cube or a cuboid, okay? And just saying, a cube does come in cuboid. Cubes, rectangles, all are cube, 3D rectangles, all come in cuboids. So the formula for to figure out the volume of a cuboid is simple. Length times breadth times height. So if we take a look here, all of them are the same. The length is 4 centimeters, the breadth is 4 centimeters, and the height is 4 centimeters. Length or width. So that means that our answer, that we can also write it instead of this. Instead of L times B, instead of W times B times H, width times breadth times height, we can write S times S times S. Side times side times side. Since all the sides are the same size. So we can just multiply 4 times 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4 times 4? Well, let's calculate. So the volume is 64 cube. So 64 cube, well, it's 4 times 4 times 4, 64 cube. So this is our volume. Now I'm going to do the same with this other square, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out, well, I'm going to show you how to figure out the difference between two cubes' volumes. So as you can see here, 18 cube is the answer for the volume of the 3 centimeter cube. 3 times 3 times 3, 18. 4 times 4 times 4, 64. Now we're going to figure out the difference of both these cubes. You can do this at home too, and you can hang this on the wall like a little poster, so it's easier to remember, the basics of the volume of the cube. Here we have the difference. The difference between both the cubes' volumes is 64 minus 18, which is 46. 4 minus 8, take a 1, 14, 14 minus 8, 6. 6, since we took out 1, now it's 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4. 46 is the difference between the volumes of both the cubes. And here we have it, a perfectly explained sheet on the basics of the volume of the cube. You can pause the video and take a picture of this and learn it, or you can actually watch the video again and make one of your own and hang it on your wall. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below for more video ideas. Bye, and we'll try to learn the volume of the cube.